Before you can start with anything to do with graphics for YouTube, for channel art or for thumbnails, you need some graphics. Now these would normally be a still from your film, so when you are making a video you can select a still from that and copy it, or maybe some clip art or something that you can use, obviously that's correctly licensed, that you can use. The thing is that you need these to really stand out, and the best thumbnails, the best channel art really hit you. The best way to do that is in multiple layers. In other words, the picture stands out almost 3D like. Now that's easier said than done, but there's a great piece of software that I use all the time, and it's really amazing. Works on any computer because it's in the cloud. You do it all online, so it doesn't matter what sort of computer you've got. It's called clippingmagic.com, and I call it flippingmagic.com because it's so good. It really is amazing. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can drag an image on here. I'll just choose one from my desktop there, and I'm going to use this picture of President Obama. You can see that's loading now and uploading to the cloud. It takes a few seconds. There's some instructions pop up while it's waiting. It's just setting it up there, and I can see the picture appearing behind now. And there everything goes. On the left here you've got the before, and on the right the after, and of course they're both the same. You've got a couple of buttons up here that are very simple. You've got a green, that's for stuff you want to keep, and you've got a red, you've guessed it, that's for stuff you want to take away. Now you can do this sort of thing with Photoshop and stuff like that, but it's horrendously expensive, complicated, difficult, and so on. As you can see, this is quite simple. Show you how simple it is. I want to keep the president here, and I want to get rid of this background. So I just want himself, I don't want anything else, then I can use that in other ways. So what I'm going to do is draw a green line from there to there, a green line from there to there, and a green line from there to there. Now as you can see, nothing's happened on the right yet, because I haven't selected anything else. What I want to do now is select red, which is take away. You can see the red is there. Now I'm drawing on the left screen, but if you watch the right screen you'll see stuff disappear. So I said, right, I don't want that, and you can see that disappearing. I don't want all of that. I'm going to do another red line around there, and you can see that's going as well, and I want to get rid of a bit of that at the top there. Just give that a second, so I'm working on the cloud, and that is like 99% certain. It took about 10 seconds. A little blob there, but don't worry about that. A little bit on the neck there I can change slightly as well. So what I want to do now is I just want to tidy that up. Normally for a thumbnail on YouTube that would be good enough, the rest wouldn't show, but I want to show you some idea of how good the program can be. But already that's pretty clear. Should say incidentally that, in case you don't know, this what's called a checkerboard behind this grey and white squares, in the art world, in online art, that's transparent. So to make it clear, this, if there was another photograph behind that or some text or anything, that would show against the head here. So that's transparent, there isn't actually anything there. And rather than being shown white, which will look white, this hatching, this checkerboard effect is telling you when you're working on online graphics that this is completely transparent. So I've got a couple of marks here, a little bit there and a little bit on the on the shoulder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in quite a bit. I'm then going to use this tool which allows me to move across here a bit, and we can see the problems there. So I'm just going to grab the green and just tidy that up a bit. Give that a few seconds. You can see that's now perfect. Pick my move tool again and go down to this shoulder. We can see what the problems are there when we zoom in. I want to get rid of them, so I'm just going to draw a little, oops, there we go, press the right mouse button instead, and you can see how sharp that is. This button here brings you back to zoom, and there you have an absolutely perfect picture, but cut out of the background. There's about, what, 6-7 different strokes there, 8 at the most in fairness. With 8 straight lines on my mouse, I've managed to remove all that complicated background from the photograph. Lots of other things you can do. You've got all sorts of facilities if people have got hair that's really complicated. You can undo if you make a mistake. You can clear everything that you've done. You've got a whole series of refinements here. Have a mess with the auto and the custom, and there's various settings. I leave it as standard. As you can see, 99% of the time I can cut pictures out very easily. If you are getting in fine, you can make smaller or bigger if there's a real load you want to cut out. And again, 20 is fine. So going from the left, take away, add. You can rub things out if you've done them. That will help you move around the picture. You can physically just grab it around in the zone there. You can choose what sort of background you want to say. I use this standard checkered, but you can put different colours in if you want, or even perform your own. This is standard, it's less confusing. and you can zoom in and out. You can save or you can download that picture to your computer. So this is all done in the cloud, very easy to do. I'm not going to download that. I'm just going to give you another example, another thing to think about. So I'm just going to close that. And I want to show you one other idea. This one is from a piece of clip art. So I'll choose my file. This is a rocket. Bring that in. That'll take a few seconds to upload. And again, it warns you, always stay well inside the lines. This is quite a clearly defined image. But I'm going to take my green, stay well inside the graphic. Okay, as simple as that. I'm going to try this now, just do the red around here and around here. And you can see in actual fact that's such a clear graphic. It's an absolutely perfect extracted picture there. That was just so simple to do. Again, save or download. You could perhaps, I suggest if you could tidy that up, but I don't think I can. Again, you've got an image there that is a completely transparent image, completely away from the background. There is nothing else in that image. As you can see if I move that around. So very, very easy to do. Wonderful program, clippingmagic.com. Totally free. It's all done in the cloud. You've got nothing to pay for. Just get the relevant picture that you want, something that's really eye-catching, as you'll see later in this course. And that's a great way to chop the background out. Really easy to do. clippingmagic.com. We call it flipping magic, and you can see why. Enjoy!